Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of AI DIY. Go to the website aidiy.tech. Hey, guys, and I just want to welcome you to thumbs up or like this channel. Subscribe. The more you subscribe and the more subscriptions more people that subscribe to the channel, I can eventually monetize this. It's not going to be a huge money making venture, I don't think, for this channel. I'm just really doing it for the fun of doing it, to teaching people a little bit of laughs with some of my content, and just to learn some things along the way. But if you subscribe, I will be able to get better content because one of the things I'm doing here is learning AI tools. Those tools have subscription costs. I'm happy to keep doing the free trial versions, but if I can dig a little deeper down with some paid services, I can teach you how to use those, show you the benefits of those. So that just comes to the benefits of monetizing the channel. If I can eventually get there, and that comes with subscriptions, better content with the subscription. So I appreciate if you can consider that. But here we go anyway with this beautiful set of content, creating an app with Adalo. Okay, welcome back. So we are at the part of the build where we're going to use tools to actually start doing the build. We decided on Adalo to do the non-code, um, what do you call it, app build within um, the Apple environment. Now I'm just going to go through. I made a quick um, we'll call it project plan, right? If you're making a really big app, it's going to be way more involved than this. But again, we're just trying to get started. We're just trying to do a thing to prove that we can do it. I could completely fail in this. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't pre-built all these recordings. I'm doing it as we go, just to see if it can be done. And if we prove that it's impossible, which I don't think I want to let that happen, but the whole idea is I'm flying blind here. And if I fly blind, you can fly blind. The experience I've had with building apps is I've been on projects, I've been parts of companies, I've owned companies who've run projects to build apps. I don't know code. I don't know what's really involved. I don't know the back end um, technology with it. I'm learning this as we go using ChatGPT as a reference. ChatGPT got us to this phase. So we'll just go through it a little bit again, right? Our first thing was to find the idea. You can go to a previous video to look at. If I think about it, I'll link it in the video here. I used ChatGPT to break down what type of app, what sort of tools that we could use. Then I further drilled down to say, look, that's going to take too long. Is there any other way to do it besides this? ChatGPT said, well, why don't you go ahead and go and not use code and use a technology where you can just drag and drop. So then we investigated what that was, and we decided on that. Next thing, we needed to have some sort of design. Think about the features that were included. Then we decided on Figma as that tool. That was the second one. We laid out what we thought what the app was going to look like, and then we put that into a Figma. If you don't know what that is, go to that video. If I remember it, I'll link it in this video description. So we've wireframed that together. The next thing is to investigate Adalo, which is the application that we decided on. I think there's a few others. I'm not telling you this is the one you have to use. I don't even know if it's any good myself. We're going to dig into it. So with that, I've actually gone in, and with that, I've actually gone in and gone to Adalo. We'll have a look at what this looks like, right? So I decided on this free thing. I think we can develop this app on its own with the free version. It looks to me like the only benefit to the starter is publish to app stores. So if you want to just go as far as to build and see if you can build an app, you can do it for free. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go to the starter pack to publish to app stores. Um, we'll see. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'll do the sign up process, and then we'll play around a little bit, and we'll go to the Figma and see if we can build it. There's probably going to be a little bit of editing. All the important stuff as far as like what you'll need to do will be included in this video. So here we go. Okay, what are you building apps for? And my existing customers, blah, 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 coworkers, future users. I have a startup idea. I'm using Adult, well, that's pretty appropriate. I am using it for educational purposes, mine and yours. And continue. Didn't see what it said there. Your app. Industry. Uh, uh, let's call it a habit tracker. Habit tracker app. Okay. Uh, what? Eventually, first steps. Select across it. Continue. Okay. Collection database. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to splice this all together, but I started sort of going on with the app development. I'm in IT, and us in IT, we just like to just click on things and get going. Quickly realize that that wasn't the case. Maybe I'll have like a speed thing in the corner here that just shows me clicking on stuff and waiting and not knowing stuff. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is there's a part of the Adalo thing called the Adalo Academy. So I went in there, Adalo App Academy. You can see it here. This is what I did. Ooh, can't see it because my head's in the way. Just go. So here it is right here. It has resources, as it says. You go in there. If you really want to dig in, and really learn about Adalo and go ahead and full on figure out how to integrate everything. There's all kinds of training in here. So you can click on the Academy here. The dude does an introduction. There's a whole bunch of additional resources here. Um, and eventually you can get to, how to build an app is all the what's a database, et cetera, et cetera. Um, another thing that I wanted to show you is just how at a basic level, how it is exactly how they wanted to show how they lay everything out. It seemed like the most important thing here is that everything coded in this like kind of teal blue whatever the blue we'll call it blue visual element, so that's the things you see and interact with. The database, that's where everything that you do in the app gets stored. If you don't know what a database is, um, when you interact with an app or a website or whatever, everything has to be stored somewhere. So if you call for an action, it can pull that stuff up from that memory, and that memory is stored in a database. I'm not a database expert. Maybe I'll talk with my buddy Matt one time and he can talk about databases, but that's what that does. And the actions, obviously, the things that you do. So that's kind of how it's broken up. Okay, remember this part. So Figma, you go in there now. If you get a full-on app with all kinds of things, it's going to be a lot more detailed than this. So basically, what you do is you hold the mouse button down and you zoom in and out. But hit Control, zoom in, and that's how you work there. Now, it's just the layout because when you're making an app, you don't want to just be throwing stuff in there. You want to sort of plan out how exactly it is that you build your app. And we use Figma. When I've worked on app development before with developers and designers, they will show you exactly what the artwork looks like, and everything is multiple pages, what the buttons do, where they link to. This is just a very simple app. Again, we just want to publish an app. That's the whole point, is go through it, teach you a little bit of the basics, but it's going to be a lot more involved. You might even want to get a designer involved if you're going to use a Figma. There's other tools there, but I've used Figma before. That's where we sort of left off at the design. Now, what I want to do at this point, because I did a little bit of work in Adalo, and I want to take to the next step, which actually is going to be building an app. Now, I got started on the first page here. What we'll do is just show you the interface here. So um, everything more or less starts here. If you want to add something, you add it from there. Then you can just click on that, it goes away. It took me a while to figure that out too. Click on that. I'm trying to drag this around. Come on, man, where'd everything go? Just click on there and it's gone. Um, where can you drag this again? So that's, well, anyway, that's your first page. What I might do is start again because that's a bit of a cheat, right? Well, I'll copy that because I don't want to have to. Come on. Can we? Oh, there we go. That's the text. And that's the text. So what we'll do is we'll create a new app. It's going to be a mobile app only. This is what it's always going to ask you. Next. And we are going to, there's definitely templates, right? I mean, I'm tempted to just go to, might do, oh, I don't like the idea. I like the idea of a blank mobile first. We're just going to go do the first page, maybe link it to the second page. Based on the Figma, we might change the design a little bit. Because if you were in that video last time, you can see we didn't give it too much thought, and we'll see what's sort of available. So the app name is My Daily Affirmations Sweet App. Who's the app? Mostly me, just tested customers of my startup, both internal and external customers, we call it that. We'll give it some separate colors. Let's see, what's a relaxing color? The light blue, isn't it? Oh, that's so relaxing. And then what's on that? Like, we don't want to be tacky. We don't want to be like yellow or something. That's not too bad, but is it relaxing? No. No, ooh, that looks relaxing. But it also looks like the main colors of my cybersecurity business. So let's go really. Oh, that is so relaxing. Okay, let's create that. That's the main colors. Going to hopefully get done with the first page and link to the second based on some information just for this first thing. So app name, it is. We'll just paste it in there. AIY AI DIY Tech app name. No, we'll get rid of the app name. Look at we're already figuring out code. Okay, so sign up. That is a thing that I was actually going to add in there anyway. We want to mostly follow along with our Figma as much as possible. And you remember our Figma's there. First screen we had the logo. Thank you for downloading app. You have taken the first step towards starting every day the right way. What name would you like to use for your personalized quotes? So I don't think that's the best way to do it. We will just have the sign up. And I would like to get people's email because we want to send people emails, right? Like this, we're doing this video as a charity run. Maybe people want to stay up to date with the charity, see how where their money's going. Maybe I'm sending out some news about, we're developing this new app, something like that. So it's a good idea to get emails. Now, again, those go into what's called the database, and that's where it stores all that information. So this doesn't look right. I'm going to get rid of this. And the reason I'm going to get rid of this is because I want to add it myself. So that's there. That's just the first page. That looks fine. Um, if we can figure out how to do a logo, that's great. Plus, and all your things are here. Here again, we say plus. For now, we're just trying to set up our main screen. Okay, AIDIY.tech. Is there any way to move this over? I can move that over. Okay, now I feel a lot better about this. Okay, add. We're not going to add an image at this point. We'll see if we can do it later. We're just trying to get this first page, set it up so it goes to the second based on the Figma. And so we're going to add a form. Form there. Is there even a better form? Add form, let's go to forms and fields. Let's see. A folder, file, location, input, form. Okay. And which data collection? Users. Email, password. Want to have name as well. Fields. Email, password. No, not. Oh yes, add visible username. Full name. And we'll go. Please full name. Required, yes. Done. Add visible field, username. And that way they can log in. Cool. So next, so we got the field, right? So what are we going to do? I'm going to add a submit button. What do you want the form to do? Sign the user up. Yes. That's right. Fields. It's all done. And submit button. Text. Styles. Here we go. And color. I think, is it this one? Text. I'm going to do it a different one, right? Maybe black. Yes. That'll do. Cool. All right. Here we're going. We're going. We're getting an app going here. All right. We want to make the first page and then that for the sign up, and then we'll make the second page, which is going to be that text. So add another action, and it's going to be a link, new screen. And it's going to be, next one is going to be welcome. Blank mobile first, create screen, and that's going to go, oh, welcome to. It's going to go here. It's going to go right there. Can we get rid of this? Is that at home? Okay. Edit styles. Background. Here we go. And that, yes. Okay. Nice. All right. And we're going to add, I think it's going to be text, right? Just have to check our Figma again. Our Figma is going to be thanks. Very nice to meet you. Okay, thanks very much to meet you. As you may or may not know, this app was built to raise money for loveheart.org. If you'd like to know more about Loveheart, please check the website and we'll see if we can add a link. I don't know if we can. Or donate via this link. Can we add a link here? So add buttons. Button. 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 Okay. We'll make primary color a different color because it's going in the background too much. Like how here it stores the colors that you have. So that's good. So if I use them, they're not going to be a little bit off. Ooh, rounding. Do I want to make it round? Yeah, I'll make it roundish. 14. Okay. Button. Here's the cool thing, right? Add actions. Link to a website. Website URL. Okay. And okay, the website link here. Going to go ahead and link it to the donation place. Show advanced. Do you go? When does this happen? In an app browser? No. Can we do? No, we don't want to do it in an app browser. Done. Cool. Hopefully we'll check this out at the end. Right? Or um cool. Now we're gonna have a second button. We're gonna add, I wonder if I can copy this one. Can I? You know, I won't. I'll just add a button. So we'll add another button. Buttons, button, put it here. And rounding again. Don't like that. Anyway, background color is that black. That roughly the same round. Let's go, you know, I'm going to go rounding all the way so I don't have to guess. Rounding all the way, all the way. Shadow, yes, yes. Okay, for this one, actions, add action, link, new screen, and do blank. All right. So that's going to go on to the next thing. We're not going to move on to that one. I just got to get started in the functions of this. So for this video, we've created a home screen where you actually have to sign up with a username and password, and it goes in the database. It collects the email address, and that way we can send information. That's what you're always going to pretty much want to do. Next thing, we did that thing where we're going to ask for donations. Ooh, we didn't do this. Of course, text. Sure, you were thinking, what the? Donate to love. Let's go donate. Donate. And for this one, I'm going to go call this one continue. And that's going to be, and that's going to be the start. Now, we're just going to create a button for now. I'm just going to create a button for now. Buttons, button here, call it down there. Might even put it on every screen. Log out. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Different color. Let's see. That color, log out. And where's he? Add action. Add action. More. Oh, log out. Done. Oh. We'll have to fix this too, because if you're already signed in. Okay, view app. It's not there. It's not there. Oh, it's down here a little bit. Log out. Log out. Need a second action. Okay. Okay. All right. Log out. Choose another action. Link. Screen. Sign up. Done. View app. Preview. Okay, well, I'm logged out. Okay, here we go. Enter email. Louvre at zig.net. Enter password. Username. Doogie. Full name. Doogie. Okay, here you go. Sign up. Nice. Very nice to meet you. As many may not know, this app was built to raise money for loveheart.org. If you'd like to know more about Loveheart, please check the website loveheart.org or donate via this link. Donate takes you. It's good. It takes you to a web browser. Um, Good. Okay, and it doesn't leave the app. And we're going to continue, and it goes to the next page. So, yep. Next, we'll go to the Figma, and we'll see what else has to lay out. I'm not going to move down the ladder. This might actually take a few because it's a learning process for me. If like I said before, you want to go to that learning academy, you can go there and learn a lot more than I do. I learned a little bit, and I went in, I learned some of the functions, so you've learned along with me. Hopefully, this video won't be too long. Remember to donate to loveheart.org if you enjoy this content. Yep, thank you for tuning in today, and I just want to go ahead and welcome you to go back to the donate to loveheart.org via that link. Links in the channel description, and we'll raise money. We're trying to raise $38,800 for people in the villages that need to have their site restored. Loveheart.org benefits actually the JFF Foundation, the John Fawcett Foundation. We'll catch you next time. I think this is going to be a good series. I'm looking forward to learning along with you, helping you avoid some of the extra training that goes along with the Adalo suite if you just want to go ahead and make some initial apps and play around. So there's that. And thanks for joining.